Hey guys, Dan here with Pain Free You. This video is again in an answer to some questions that people asked and requested that I cover. So in this video I wanted to talk about how to choose among the seemingly unlimited number of practitioners out there, therapists, coaches, life coaches, TMS experts. How do you really figure out what program to pick? And especially if you don't have money, because many of us, when we're in the middle of this pain, we're unable to work, and therefore finances become extremely tough. So what do you do if you can't afford to hire a coach or pay for therapy? I mean, some of the therapy I've heard is like $150 an hour. And you do it every single week, and you know, I've heard people saying they've done that for months and months and months and haven't gotten anywhere. And so those are the folks who were able to set aside the money, but there's a lot of people that are not able to set aside the money. And so what do you do if that's the case? You know, I will tell you that there are a lot of resources that are for free, and there are also a lot of resources that are the price of a book. And if you don't have the money, you're going to need to stick with those either free resources or very inexpensive resources. And I will tell you, you don't necessarily need to hire an expensive coach to do this for you. I will also tell you, if you're hiring a life coach to help you get out of TMS pain or this distraction pain or stress illness, you're barking up the wrong tree. A life coach is there to try to help you lead a better life. They don't have training, they don't have personal experience, not all of them anyway, usually don't have personal experience in dealing with chronic physical pain. So if you are going to somebody who is claiming to be an expert in this regard, who doesn't have their own story of pain and successfully beating it, you're barking up the wrong tree. So I will tell you that there are infinite number of free resources. YouTube, wonderful. Search for TMS success story or how to heal TMS. Nicole Sachs has a series 1 through 4, which is very good. Steve Ozanish has a lot of videos out there, both with him just speaking to the camera as well as success stories. I think he calls it the TMS Wall of Healing or something along those lines. And not to put a feather in my hat, but since March 26th, I have released at least a video per day with some of my best recommendations. Literally, there are over 100 videos on my Facebook page, Pain Free You. Go there, look for the link that says videos, scroll through and find the topics that resonate with you. And look, regardless of the coach, yes, there are an infinite number of resources available and people out there who are teaching this stuff. The common thread is, number one, you're not broken. You're not. There's nothing wrong structurally. Number two, it's caused by repressed emotions or unresolved emotions. So essentially it's a stress illness caused by our thoughts and our emotions. And number three, the answer is to allow yourself to feel these emotions so that the brain does not feel the need to distract you. So it doesn't matter what symptom you have, whether it be the typical pain or something different like gastrointestinal problems, IBS, or weakness, or shakiness, or chronic fatigue. It doesn't matter, burning, tingling, numbness. None of those things matter, because regardless of your symptom, the answer is always the same. You got to feel your emotions, create safety around that, face the deep, dark truth of your emotions, allow yourself, give yourself permission to feel this stuff, and create safety. How do you do that? You soothe yourself after you feel the emotions. Decide, make a real decision that emotions are nothing to be afraid of. It's part of the human experience. You know, and then I do say stop focusing on and freaking out about your pain, because that can tend to keep them stuck. So what do you do instead? Shift your focus either to the emotions that just need to be felt, or to things you actually want. If you spend all day long focused on the things that you don't want, unfortunately, they're going to stick around, or they're going to come into fruition. If you spend all day researching on Dr. Google or WebMD all of the symptoms that are possible out there, and start worrying that, oh my God, I'm going to get that next, and I have this, and I'm going to get that too, a lot of times we can bring upon these symptoms just through the fear and the worry. You know, that term, worry yourself sick, is there for a reason, you know? And I did a video recently, there's nothing to worry about. And I literally believe that. I truly believe that. Because when you come out the other side like I have, and like, you know, an infinite number of people have, you realize that you just got to kind of learn some things about yourself and about the way you deal with emotions. And look, this isn't your fault that you're in pain. It's nobody's fault. It kind of happened as a result of the brain trying to protect you, right? We were brought up in many times to believe that certain emotions are not cool, not acceptable. So we were taught to repress them. And so you can relearn how to deal with emotions. You can teach yourself that they're perfectly fine. They're acceptable. They're even welcome guests, right? My video, look for it. Hold an open house for your emotions. Treat them like welcome guests. Stop trying to run away from all of these perceived negative emotions, right? Feel the sadness, feel the hurt, feel the shame, the guilt, the anger, the rage. Feel it. There's nothing wrong with feeling those things. That's what makes us human, right? You're not crazy. You're not mentally ill. You're not a weak person. You're not a big baby. You're not an awful person for doing something that you're ashamed of, right? These are human emotions. Feel them. But then, if you've allowed them to visit, allow them to leave, right? Clinging to these emotions isn't the answer either. So again, back to the original question, which is, how do we select among the infinite, seemingly infinite number of practitioners and coaches and experts and all that stuff? Number one, again, stick with somebody with personal experience with pain and or other symptoms and a personal success story, and stick with people who have a proven track record helping others get out of pain through these TMS or mind-body approaches. Don't go to a standard therapist and expect that you're going to be able to say, here, read this book about Sarno and help me end my pain. They're going to look at you and go, oh, okay, I'll try. But what are your odds there compared to finding somebody who can truly help you, who's got the experience? So, tmswiki.org, great resource. There is a practitioner directory. If you do have a little bit of money, go to the tmswiki.org and look there. They are organized by state, but a lot of people will do Skype or phone consultations. So that is a great resource. The tmswiki.org has a free 30-day program that you can follow that has helped countless number of people get pain-free. But again, YouTube, Facebook, TMS groups, ask pointed questions. What exactly did you do to get your symptoms to go away? And again, go to my page, Pain Free You, look for the link for videos. I also have been, probably for about half the time, been posting these same videos on YouTube. So search for Pain Free You channel and you will find all of my videos there. Not all of them, but the more recent ones. I'll say the ones that I started using this phone or this camera, which is way better than my phone. So look, there's tons of free resources. Do not let money be a reason why you don't move forward. If you're saying, I'd love to get better, but I can't afford to. I can't afford to pay anybody to help me. Okay. You don't have the financial resources to get better. How about using resourcefulness to get better? Again, there's enough resources out there on the internet, through Facebook, through YouTube, to get better on your own. You just have to decide that you're not going to let money be an excuse to keep you stuck. I get it. You want to hire somebody, you want to work with somebody, but trust me, no coach, as good as they are, cannot fix you. They can't. I can't fix you. I can guide you. I can give you recommendations. I can help keep you on track, but I can't do the work for you, and nobody else can either. So if you think you can buy your way out of this, if you had a lot of money, that's not true. You still gotta do the work, right? I've got bookshelves full of TMS books, and honestly, I did a lot of reading and a lot of complaining that this hasn't worked, or it worked before but now it's not working, until I committed to a daily practice. I didn't get better. And I'll ask you, are you doing a daily practice? Well, if you're not sure which one, then you might be saying, well, I'm not going to start because I don't want to do the wrong one. Look, there's no wrong way of doing this. Find a practice or a program, even a free one, that allows you to get to the root of your emotions. Feel the heck out of them. Soothe yourself. Do something great like sit out in the shade underneath some beautiful trees. Get outside and shift your focus towards the life you want. But please don't let money stop you from moving towards the life that you want and you deserve. It's not a deal breaker. Lots of people without money got better by listening to and watching free videos and taking it to heart and deciding, okay, I've got enough to move forward. And as you move forward, you're going to learn more and more about yourself and about your pain or other symptoms. And you're going to see what worked and what didn't. Look, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Would a really expensive coach help you shorten that time frame? Perhaps. Maybe. If you're willing to follow their directions specifically. But look, there's enough free stuff out there for anybody to get better. So please don't allow that to hold you back. And I don't know, I hope you found this useful. If you want, hit me up with a question here on this comment. I'm trying to get to them and trying to answer them. As a matter of fact, this video was as a result of me asking, what topic would you like for me to cover? So ask questions. I'll do my best to get to them. I can't answer all of them, and I can't answer all of them quickly, but I'll try to summarize things and group them together and really make sure I touch on all these points. So, love you guys. You can do this. You can do this without money. The biggest thing that you need to commit is not money. It's mindset and your commitment to doing the work regardless of the amount of resources you can afford to buy, and your commitment to using the free resources to get better anyway. So I love you guys. Thanks for all your feedback. Keep on sending me comments and thoughts and requests for topics, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks.